going out a legend. When you hear my name, you gon' respect it, cause I did it every time that I said it. Boy, I'm going out a legend. I've been working 24/7, they ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it, they can't overlook the way we made it happen, so I'm going out a legend. That's why I'm going out a legend. Yeah, I'm going out a legend.
Hey yo, homie, if I don't get a blue face bill, I never kick it like a Luke Kane Hill. I'ma grind, no matter the repertoire, it's a true great skill. Never mattered, homie, you hate still, but I'm a legend, I'm not running from nothing. I'm locked, loaded, and dumping. I cooked up in the private, then I showed it in public, huh? You see me rocking and not double the...
Back here at the Smith Fitness Center, day 2 of this 2024 Armed Forces Basketball Championships rolls on. We're here for the night session. It's going to be Army against Navy, a special day. Always when Army and Navy hook up, it's the women first and then the men's game. And we had a thrilling game just complete. The Air Force men with a 75-67 win over the Marine Corps. We're going to get set for this one with the public address announcer. Is going to give you the starting lineups.
We're going to start with the visiting team. We have our Army women, starting with number 3, Precious Williams. Number 2, Tatiana Wayne. Number 15, Kiana De Oliveira. Number 23, Malaysia McHenry. Number 30, Sabria Hunter. Give it up for the Army women. For the home team, we have the Navy women. Number 21, Angela Myers. Number 2, Kira Wood. Number 15, Erica Tallman. Number 22, Ariel Thomas. And number 20, Ebony Nelm Shivers.
We also have some of the best officiating from across the world. We have Simone, we have Dominique, we have Tori.
Delighted to be joined now by Joel Hines, who's going to sit with me for this game, the Marine Corps sports rep. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so an exciting matchup. The Army women, Joel, come in 1-0. The Navy women 0-1, a tale of 2 different teams, 2 different experiences in the first day of this tournament.
Absolutely. Sergeant Precious Williams had a heck of a game yesterday, 22 points. She was the leading scorer. Army got a win, and, you know, on the Navy side, you know, they started slow yesterday, came out in the second half, made it competitive. They're looking for their first win, so it should be exciting.
So Army is in the road blacks here with the yellow trim, white trim and the white numbers. Navy wearing the all-white unis, some slick-looking unis. So we're about set for game number 3 of the day here. And, of course, the Navy and Army will finish up the night session with a men's game immediately following this one. Had a chance to catch up, Joel, with both head coaches before the game. I talked to Sarita Brumfield, and she told me, hey, everything needs to be better than it was yesterday. And, you know, the bar was set pretty low, so nowhere to go but up. But she was happy with their second half yesterday. The tip is up, and we are underway with basketball. And immediately out the gate, it's a 3-bomb for Army. Malaysia McHenry from downtown, and that's a nice start.
Lefties seem like they're always great outside shooters. That's a great start to the game.
Angela Myers now handling the rock for Navy. Kira Wood from downtown tries to answer, nothing but air, and it's McHenry out of the pile in transition, almost a turnover. Good job by Army, and now Tatiana Wayne delivers her own 3. Crowd's loving it.
Army is not shy from the outside, 2 for 2 from 3. That's a great start for them.
This Navy squad got blitzed in the first half yesterday by Air Force, trying to avoid a repeat of that one. Wayne breaks it up for the Army. Precious Williams. Merrill Thomas down with the rebound. How about Kira Wood? Nice start there.
Great hesitation on the right wing.
(6-2) the score. And a foul, our first of the game. Hannah D'Oliveira. And she will earn a trip to the free throw line. That foul's going to be on Erica Tallman, a petty officer second class from Naval Air Station Oceana, Virginia. D'Oliveira, 4 points in yesterday's game. She was 0 for 2, was D'Oliveira from the free throw line. Let's take a look at that foul again.
Yeah,
Didn't see much there.
Army's in attack mode right now.
So 0 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line for D'Oliveira. Full court press here from Army. Kira Wood, downtown, yes. That's a good start for Kira Wood. She's got 5.
They got beat on the diagonal pass. That 2-2-1 soft pressure, but Navy found the diagonal pass in the left wing, and Army paid for it.
6-5 the score. Wayne, heat check 3, Joel.
Again, they're not shy. Navy's looking to take the lead right here.
Wood wants another one. Yes! Kira Wood, 2 threes. She's got 8.
They don't want the same start they had yesterday, and that was a great heat check.
And definitely not the same start that they had yesterday. 2-point lead for Navy. Underneath, and Malaysia McHenry sliced and diced her way to the bucket.
That was a great backdoor cut. The post player caught it at the elbow, and when they trapped her, she found her at the back door for the layup. That was great basketball.
Tie game at 8. Nearly 3 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. And how about Angela Myers?
Great jump stop under control. She knew what she wanted to do, and she finished strong.
Angela Myers played at the United States Naval Academy. Showed why right there. Skip pass almost thrown away. D'Oliveira, baseline jumper in and out. Thomas. And a rebound taken down by Wayne. And how about Hunter underneath? Gets her own rebound, puts it up and in.
Initially, she was a rim runner on that secondary break. You know, established herself inside, got the offensive rebound, and finished on the second time around.
Coach was calling for a timeout when Myers was in that double team trap. And they did grant it to her. And so Navy calls their first timeout of the game. We're all knotted up at 10 apiece, 6:14 to play here. And Joel, I think if you're the Navy bench, you got to be really happy with this start.
You do. It's a 180 start from yesterday, but Army's trying to come out and be aggressive on both ends, especially on defense and applying the pressure. But Navy's holding their own right now.
If you're the Army bench, what's Coach Dilworth talking about in that Army huddle?
Well, if they're going to trap and press, they want it to be effective. They can't get beat over the top like we saw with the 3 on the left wing.
Coach Dilworth from Army, her first year on the bench as the head coach. She's spent time as an assistant coach. She told me before the game, though, and your analysis was spot on. She said, hey, we want to work on our defense this game. But it's got to be efficient, as you talked about.
Right, and they know the start Navy got off to yesterday, so they're probably trying to duplicate that.
In the paint, a blocking foul. Let's see if they whistle that on Myers, and indeed they do. Looked like Navy, Joel came out in his own look.
It did, and Myers, you know, she wasn't in position. She tried, she was moving a little bit, but it was a zone. They attacked the middle. Now they're at the free throw line.
So it's McHenry at the free throw line. She makes the first one. 6 points for McHenry here in the early going.
Again, lefties are great shooters, and she is fitting the bill right now.
Gets the friendly roll right there. 2 out of 2 on that trip. And right now, Navy finds themselves down 2 to Army. Kara Woods, 3 ball. She's already got a couple in this game. Ray John Harris with the rebound. And it's McHenry. Couldn't finish, though. Navy now in transition, and they'll slow it down here. Try to set their half-court offense. Got to finish those at the end.
Absolutely. Myers seems like a great floor general. She got her team under control. They're running something in the half court, and they draw a foul out of it on the left block in the post.
So that foul on the floor, and Navy will inbound here. Foul whistled on D'Oliveira. That's going to be her first. Team's first here. 4.5 minutes gone by in the opening quarter. Myers kicks it over to Wood. Wood drives in the paint and gets her shot blocked by Ray John Harris. Here comes Army 2-on-1, and they lose numbers, and they lose the basketball.
You know, it's good to go quick, but you never want to be in a hurry. You want to possess the basketball and make sure, you know, making great passes.
Myers kicks out for Ariel Thomas. A little bit too strong. And Army heads down the floor up 2, looking to extend their lead. McHenry. Big 3, and a fight for the loose ball. Hope Brown underneath.
Great offensive rebound to get set up their 2-2-1 press.
Navy doing a good job, though, breaking that press of Army. Ariana Henderson's shot from the baseline won't go. Hope Brown thought about it, gives it to D'Oliveira, 18-footer. No.
Even though they missed that shot, that was a great secondary break. Getting it through the trail, going to the left corner, that was a great shot, even though they didn't connect.
6 on the red clock, and right through the lane was Precious Williams.
And that's their score. She showed the ball at the top, made a good move to a floater in the middle. She's a hooper.
Navy says timeout. We'll take it as well. Army up 6.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate, 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 dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
3:46 to play here in quarter number 1. Been a fun one so far. Army Navy, it always is. Dan Hawkins, Joel Himes. We're at the Smith Fitness Center on Fort Moore, Georgia. It's Armed Forces Basketball Championships rolling on. Army looking to get their second win of the tournament. Navy trying to get a win after getting blitzed by Air Force last night. And Kara Wood on the baseline takes the shot. Won't go. Kaylee Springer with the rebound. Shot on the way, in and out. from Danae Wilson. And Army back on the attack. Rajon Harris, how about that?
That started with the pass advance. They got the ball up the floor, found the middle, and finished on the break again.
8-point lead now for Army. Ariel Thomas in the lane. That was a nice running floater.
It absolutely was. Navy's doing a good job on offense of working both sides of the floor.
Hope Brown wants a three. Yes.
Army is not shy from outside. Navy's sitting back in the zone, and they're paying for it right now.
9-point lead for Army, their largest lead of the game here. 2:22 and counting first quarter as that ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be Army basketball. Erica Tallman now going to check back into the lineup, replacing Springer. Lasia McHenry going to check out of the lineup for Army as Hunter comes back into the lineup. I think both coaches still trying to get their lineups onto the floor, the right combos, right? Still early in the tournament.
Still early in the tournament, trying to figure out your combinations, what works best for you. I'll tell you, Army, they scored 74 points yesterday. They're on pace to exceed that right now.
21 points through almost 8 minutes of play here to start this one. Rajon Harris almost lost it. Precious Williams there, pick it up. Now it's Brown. Back up top, Rajon Harris. Won't go. Hunter underneath. And one.
Strong move. Might have gotten away with an elbow. She cleared some space. Coach Broomfield, out of that last timeout, changed her defense, and now she's sitting in man-to-man.
Danae Wilson of Navy whistled for the foul. That's going to be her first, team's third. And it's Hunter at the free throw line, and it's in and out. So not able to convert the three-point opportunity. And Kira Wood take that baseline jumper again. She was hot early. Now a couple of misses, and Army on the run. Down low for Rajon Harris. Size mismatch there. But how about Ariel Thomas making it tough? And great defense, and Rajon Harris a little bit offended.
You know, in the blink of an eye, Army has gone on a 13-2 run. We were tied at 10-10, but now they've taken control of the game.
Hope Brown to inbound. Brown wants a three. Got it.
That was a great out-of-bounds play. They didn't get their first option, but the inbounder came in for the top of the key and nailed the three.
Ariel Thomas wants a return three, but this one off the back iron. Down low underneath, and blocked is Tallman. Somehow she able to got the basketball back. And now Hope Brown in transition gives it to Williams, back to Brown. Fight for the loose ball. And Army's going to reset their half-court offense.
Army's in a great rhythm right now on both ends of the floor.
Rajon Harris and Angela Myers ran right into her. No doubt about that foul. Myers trying to go over to her to say, hey, my bad. Ariel, go ahead.
It's physical in the first quarter right now, Dan.
Yeah. Real physical. Ariana Henderson going to check into the lineup for Navy. Tatiana Wayne into the lineup as Harris at the free throw line. Harris had 9 points in yesterday's game. 7 of those points in the second half. She was 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Rajon Harris, just a big presence down low for Army.
She is. She's established herself in the paint. But how about Sergeant Williams? Not only does she score, she's willing to clean up wet spots.
Unselfish.
Unselfish.
First one is good. So that run you talked about now is at 17-2. Make it 18. 4 points now for Harris. We approach 30 seconds to play in this opening quarter. Navy needs a bucket here, Joel.
They do. This is a big possession. A lot of game left. They just have to chip away. No need to panic right now.
So Navy to inbound here. Ariana Henderson. 5 seconds difference between shot and game clock. And that ball went right through the hands of Army's Lindsey Scammon.
Navy went to a 4-low in the baseline, tried to get a shuffle cut, but it was deflected out of bounds.
Thomas on the baseline, gets her shot blocked. Nice job by Hunter. And the whistle. And Myers is the guilty party. And Army's going to go back to the free throw line with an opportunity to extend out this 16-point lead.
Army's just controlling the game. When defense are getting hands on balls, they're getting deflections, they're getting blocked shots, rebounding the ball. Obviously, they're having a great offensive output. This is an ideal first quarter for Army.
And don't look now, Joel, but 3 fouls on Angela Myers as the first free throw for Lindsey Scammon is missed.
Yeah, Myers is their floor general, so that's going to hurt that she has 3 fouls early in the game.
Second free throw upcoming, and that one's a little bit short. Put-back shot won't go. And this time, Hunter doesn't miss. She's got 6. Army up 18, and that is going to be the end of quarter number 1. An 18-2 run by Army all over Navy.
Hey, I'm going out of legend. When you hear my name, you gon' respect it, cause I did it every time that I said it. Boy, I'm going out of legend. I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen, so I'm going out of legend. That's why I'm going out of legend. Yeah, I'm going out of legend.
Hey yo, homie, if I don't get a blue face bill, I never kick it like a Luke Kane Hill. I'ma grind, no matter the repertoire. It's a true great skill. Never mattered, homie, you hate still. But I'm a legend, I'm not running from nothing. I'm locked, loaded, and dumping. I cooked up in the private, then I showed it in public, huh? You see me rocking and not double the budget, huh?
30-12 the score at the end of the first quarter. Start play in this second quarter. Dan Hawkins, Joel Hines. Army-Navy at the 2024 Armed Forces Basketball Championships. Army actually trailed at one point 12-10 to Navy. And Army has come out strong in the second half of that first quarter. And now back on the attack here offensively. Tatiana Wayne from 3, buried it.
Again, a 3 in transition. Army is doing a great job of getting what they want, whether it's in transition, the half-court set. They're absolutely controlling the game right now.
So an injured player for Navy, Danae Wilson. But that shot from Wayne counted. 2 threes now in the game for her. She's got 6 points. 8 points for Hope Brown leads the way for Army so far in the early going. Malaysia McHenry has 7. Kira Wood had 8 points early, Joel, but then cooled off a little bit as you see a foul on the floor. Crescenda Singletary whistled for that last foul. Underneath, put back shot, and that's going to go down for Navy. Ebony Nelms Shivers with her first basket of the game.
Navy on the offensive end attacks the left block regularly, and that was another case in their set to get a bucket out of that.
Down low and off the hands of Erica Tallman. And Joel Sarita Brumfield, the head coach for Navy, is all over her players right now.
She is. She's a Hall of Famer for the Coast Guard, so she has a great basketball background and expects a lot from her players.
Nice save by Singletary to keep the ball in play for Army. Singletary underneath the basket. She was too far underneath there. And Navy is going to come out of it. Ariel Thomas will bring the ball up court. She seems to be doing a lot of the ball handling since Myers is out of the lineup. That shot blocked by Brown.
Army is very active on both ends of the floor, especially defensively. And their offense is getting a great start by block shots, deflections, and steals.
Nelm Shivers from three, too short, but Toledo able to haul in the rebound, but she stepped out of bounds.
You know, both teams are playing extremely hard. They go to the offensive glass. You know, they chase loose balls. I mean, they're playing very, very hard, both teams.
$19-point lead for Army. Wayne and an offensive foul. And that's going to be whistled away from the basketball. Player control foul on Singletary. So a break here for Navy as Harris going to come in for Singletary.
I see Navy went back to their zone in that last possession. Maybe they don't feel they can guard Army man to man.
Army in a man-to-man D here against Navy right now. Nelm Shivers dribbled that right off her foot. Toledo fighting for the ball with Hope Brown. Great hustle on both sides.
Absolutely. As I stated, they are playing hard. There is no quitting any of these ladies.
And Toledo listed at 4'11". She's giving up some size to everybody on the court. Number one for Navy.
She makes up for it in heart.
Yeah. She got tangled up there with Hope Brown. Wayne wants a three. Army able to save it. Skip pass over to Hunter. Hunter in the lane and a foul.
Army is creating a lot of opportunities for themselves. Offensive rebounds, defensively, they're going to the free throw line. They're creating a lot of opportunities, indicative by the score.
Nelm Shivers picks up her first. There's the foul in the paint right there. Angel Keith's into the lineup for Navy for the first time. As Hunter drops in the free throw. But missed it. So both were misses. But Army's able to get the rebound. That's coach's nightmare there, Joel.
Army has 4 players on the floor right now, 5'10" and above. So their size is really an advantage over Navy right now.
Serious height disadvantage right now for the Sailors. As Kira Brown back into the lineup for Navy. They need her hot shooting that she had to start this game.
Absolutely.
Henderson finds herself in a little bit of trouble and can't get out of it. Malaysia McHenry in a foul. That's going to be on Ariel Thomas.
Again, the Army is very active on both ends of the floor, especially defensively. And here they create another offensive possession.
That foul on Thomas was her first. Second on Navy in the second quarter. despite the size disadvantage, Navy defensively has slowed down Army's offense to start this second quarter, though.
And on the heels of that, Sergeant Precious Williams, who had 22 points yesterday, is in the game again. So Coach maybe recognizes that.
Definitely has the keys to the offense, does Precious Williams. Wayne just can't get the shot to go down, but Williams says, I'll take the shot. But it's Nelm Shivers down with the rebound.
Even though they didn't connect, that was great offensive action. Ball screen on the right wing, a down screen on the left wing. They attacked the basket. They're doing a great job offensively.
Angel Keiths got collapsed on there by the defense at the elbow, and there was a foul. Malaysia McHenry, the guilty party, her first, team's third.
Coach Broomfield was imploring her team to see the whole floor. Let's see what they do here.
Wood, 7 on the shot clock. She'll launch a 3. Hits the back of the iron. Ariel Thomas causing a little bit of problems there in the backcourt. And I think that's what you have to do if you're Navy. You're a little bit outgunned. You're definitely outsized. If you can create chaos even in little places, that's what you got to do.
Absolutely. It'd be interesting to see if they extend their defensive pressure as the game goes on to try to create more opportunities for themselves.
John Harris. That's tough to stop.
That was an absolutely great move. Drop step over the right shoulder with the left hand.
4 minutes gone by here in quarter number 2. Thomas surveys the landscape, gets it down to Keith. Trying to work against Harris, but Harris able to come up with the basketball. 2-on-1, but Kira Wood from Navy steals it away. So defensive play great on both ends. And now Danae Wilson from downtown.
Kira Wood, even though she has 3 fouls, she's an X factor. She's got the steal, came down, got the assist, found the open player. So she's a key piece for Navy.
Hunter cleans up the miss from Harris. And Hunter now with 8 points in the game. She had 6 last night.
Second chance opportunities. Army has missed a couple of shots, but they get their own rebound and they look to capitalize on it.
Hunter pulls down another rebound. And Wayne, and a foul while she was on the floor. Danae Wilson was the sailor in the vicinity, and she in fact does get the foul call as D'Oliveira and Hope Brown check in, replacing Wayne and Hunter. 20-point lead, largest of the game for Navy. Lindsay Scanlon over to Brown for 3. And this time, no dice for Brown. Only 7 points in the second quarter for Navy, or excuse me, for Army, allowed by Navy. Angel Keith working against Harris, and she got her shot blocked.
You know, there's no quitting Navy, but again, Army defensively is just owning the paint in terms of blocks, you know, contesting shots, and their height is a real advantage for them.
Just imagine what that Army Air Force game is going to look like tomorrow. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. Army up 20.
ain't no breaks. Every game I'm never going MIA. Putting numbers on the board when I play. Lift the trophy in the air, I can't wait. This time I'm all in. Yeah, I'm all in. Yeah, this time I'm all in. Yeah, yeah, I'm all in. Yeah, this time I'm all in.
Y'all walk with the big thing, been had the big face, shine with the big screen, been had the juice. Body gon' fill up the coupe, black 10 low without the roof, might send out the juice.
4:17 to play here in the second quarter. Dan Hawkins, Joel Hines with you. Game number 3 of the day, Army and Navy. Men's game will follow. Marines and Air Force played earlier, men and women. Air Force 2-0 on the day. And Ray John Harris gonna pick up the foul. And Joel, I've been watching the facial expressions of Ray John Harris throughout this game, and she is intensely focused right now.
She means business on both ends of the floor. She's owning the paint. She loves that spin move. I mean, she's having a heck of a first half.
That foul was on Danae Wilson. That's going to be her third. So both Myers and Danae Wilson with 3 fouls. That's a little bit of a problem as that first one misses. 2 out of 3 on the evening at the free throw line for Harris. Harris is a specialist out of Fort Bliss, Texas. Hometown of Euclid, Ohio. Second one is true.
Coming into the game, I expected Williams to continue what she did yesterday, but today it seems like it's Harris's game.
Seven points on the night for Ray John Harris. And Kira Wood launches, and that's an air ball, but picked up underneath by Danae Wilson. And there's going to be a foul, and it should be a 3-point shot opportunity for Nelm Shivers.
Now that worked out for Navy there, but they cannot fall in love with the 3-point line. I mean, in order to chip away at this 21-point lead, you got to try to get the ball inside, get some better shots. But again, that worked out for them where they're going to the line for 3. This would be huge for them.
De Oliveira whistled for the foul. That's the 14th foul on Army, and so Shivers at the free throw line. And she misses the first. Free throws can be a killer.
You know, basketball is a game of opportunity, whether it's free throws, shot selection, rebounds, turnover margin. You have to take advantage of your opportunities.
You see Coach Dilworth of Army there in your shot. First-year head coach for Army. She knows some basketball. And 0 for 3 at the free throw line on that trip for Nelm Shivers. So Army avoids some problems, but they turn it over on the offensive end as Precious Williams and Ray John Harris not able to connect.
Harris says, my bad, and good job by Precious coming down to the left wing and looking for her post player. That's obviously a part of their secondary action. Harris has been very active on the inside tonight, so they're looking to feed her.
21-point lead, largest of the game for Army right now. 3:28 to play first half. Kira Wood wanted a 3. Precious Williams didn't let her get it, but put back shot for Nelm Shivers won't go down, and Army cuts down the third chance opportunity. Now Hope Brown in transition and one.
Great pass by Williams leading the break. No look to the right wing. Didn't telegraph it at all. And one for Army.
Hope Brown with 10 points in the game. Danae Wilson now with 4 fouls. Hope Brown in her career at West Point, Joel, a 62% free throw shooter. 81 career games for the Golden Knights. Had 54 starts, averaged 5.9 points a game. But having that level of Division I experience on your roster, pretty huge.
Absolutely, you can't beat that. She's probably been in some high-level games, like you said, bringing that level of play down to, the Armed Forces Championship. She's a key piece for them.
41-17. Army. Under 3 to play here in the first half. Ariel Thomas. Little run and gun floater. She's got 4. Hope Brown wants it again. She's feeling it. Not this time. Great job defensively there by Ariel Thomas. And Navy trying to run here in transition. And Ariana Henderson got herself pinned down on the baseline.
Absolutely. She went to what I like to call no man's land. She drove down the sideline, to the right corner. Army, trapped her. Those out of bounds lines were like extra defenders, and they deflected out of bounds.
So Tatiana Wayne gets pushed up to the scorer's table, and she's going to come into the game and replace Hope Brown. Ariana Henderson in and out. And a foul. A hustle foul, but a foul nonetheless.
Absolutely. I'm glad Wood got up from that. You never like to see players diving at another player's knee, so I'm glad nothing happened there.
Well, Lindsay Scammon, the guilty party for Army. And so Kira Wood at the free throw line. Kira Wood, the former U.S. Coast Guard Academy Bear. She was a 73% free throw shooter at the Coast Guard Academy. You see the foul right there. No ill intent. 1 of 2 on that trip. 9 points on the night for Wood. 21-point lead now for Navy. And boom, Lindsay Scammon.
It's the little things with Precious Williams. Again, a pass advance by Army. She avoids the charge, drags the ball across to the right wing, finds an open shooter for another assist. She's a playmaker.
Henderson can't get her shot to drop. And Army back on the attack. And a turnover.
I think she thought the ref was on her team right there. Thought she saw a black jersey out the corner of her eye. Sergeant Williams is laughing about that.
It happens.
It does.
Largest lead of the game for Army right now, 24 points. Kira Wood on the baseline and 1. How about Kira Wood?
Great basketball move. Again, under control, coming to a jump stop, the ball fake, and finishing with the and 1. Navy has slowed Army down in the second quarter. They just have to put some points on the board to close this gap.
Wood finishes the three-point play. $12 points on the night for Wood. Clock under 1:30 to play in the first half. Pass too high, hit the backboard. And Army with the turnover, but they apply some ball pressure, trying to make it tough on that Navy offense to get in a rhythm, Joel.
Absolutely.
And that ball just taken away. 2-on-1 and an offensive foul. Heard a whistle, and it looks like they're going to call a foul on Precious Williams, and Precious Williams having a discussion with the official. She did not agree with that call.
Yes, as Hunter was bringing the ball down the right side, Precious Williams was running down the middle of the floor, and she was almost shielding or acting as a screen to the defender, which is kind of like a moving screen. That's why she got called for the foul.
That's going to be her first foul. Under a minute to play here in quarter number 2. Nelm Shivers. Kira Wood tried to bail her out, and a foul. And Precious Williams going to take a seat on the bench and Hope Brown to replace her. And she said, Coach, take me out.
You know, I mean, that's part of being unselfish, too. If you're on the floor and maybe you're tired or hurting your team in a way, asking the coach to bring you out for a breather, that's a good team play.
So Kira Wood at the free throw line. And she missed both. Wayne finds Scammon. That three-point shot was off. And Nelm Shivers will bring it up court. He goes all the way to the bucket. Can't get it to go. Follows it up coast to coast.
Great putback, following her shot with 3 or 4 Army defenders around her. That was a great play.
Shot clock is off. Army can hold for the final shot of this first half. But Wayne says nope. Kisses it off the glass.
Army does a great job of avoiding defenders, evidenced by that Euro step just now.
And that is going to close out half number 1. 46-25 in favor of Army, a 21-point lead. And it has been a total team effort here in the first half, but I think it all starts with Army's D.
Yes, they are clicking on all cylinders. It does start with their D, a lot of deflections, block shots, getting loose balls, getting out on the break, pass advance. You know, they're just clicking on all cylinders right now.
So that's going to take us to halftime. We'll be back in about 14 minutes for the second half. Don't go anywhere.
going out a legend. When you hear my name, you gon' respect it, cause I did it every time that I said it. Boy, I'm going out a legend. I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen, so I'm going out a legend. That's why I'm going out a legend. Yeah, I'm going out a legend.
Hey yo, homie, if I don't get a blue face bill, I never kick it like a Luke Kane hill. I'ma grind no matter the repertoire. It's a true great skill. Never mad at homie, you hate still. But I'm a legend, I'm not running from nothing. I'm locked, loaded, and dumping. I cooked up in the private, then I showed it in public, huh? You see me rocking and not double the budget, huh? Winning the topic, I stopped, we hit the summit, huh? Yeah. Get a ring, then do it again. Win the team, man, shoot in the gym. Billie Jean to the coupe in the Benz. I'm a 1, 2, 3, and a 10. All slots, man, all stops, man. I ain't giving up nothing to them. Y'all tuck it in, man.
Hey, I'm going out a legend. When you hear my name, you gon' respect it, cause I did it every time that I said it. Boy, I'm going out a legend. I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen, so I'm going out a legend. That's why I'm going out a legend. Yeah, I'm going out a legend.
Yeah. Let me talk to my yo. Legends carry homies, legends that's be holy. Legends carry trophies like Steph and Larry Kobe. Legends master police, fan, but legends pass the proceeds. Trenches, cats and rollies, vengeance, ratchets, blast and brokey. Never send me OP, fam, I sent them cats below me. Now I pray to Jesus out the trap, I'm out my soul free. Legends prowling proceeds, legends pound the goat breed. Legends has for souls lead in the trenches, got the smoky. I'm in with gas for dope bleed. In the trap, they clap the cold streets. Legendary status, flow be everlasting, rapping black and catch me snapping.
Hey, I'm going out a legend. When you hear my name, you gon' respect it, cause I did it every time that I said it. Boy, I'm going out a legend. I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen, so I'm going out a legend. That's why I'm going out a legend. Yeah, I'm going out a legend.
Bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Yeah, bet on me. I got that high hand. Tell them stop playing. Wait, whoa, whoa. God sent in the top 10. Got me locked in. Wait, whoa, whoa. Shot clock with it non-stop, in timeless. Tell them pay attention, need a vibe in. Going Kanye on a wild rant. Wait, pop. You know what it is, just throwing a dime, you doubling up. Whoa, you know the odds might get a little bad, but they gotta fumble it up. Yeah. Put in a prop, it's looking exotic. You know what side it is, ay. You know what side it is. Ay. Bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Might as well go all in on me. Big does when I walk in, just bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Me, bet it on me. Me, 2 player, 2 play, 2K, somebody other than me. Yeah, you not a brother to me. Whoa, I'm only playing for keeps. Yeah, all of my dogs is outside with it, can't keep on a leash. Yeah, my word, Mona Lisa. Can't pay with a Visa. Walked in with a briefcase and pulled off in a Brinks truck. Bet it on me, your boy. They wanna sleep on a boy. I wanna seek and destroy. Yeah, go put a parlay on a short thing on your boy. Bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Might as well go all in on me. Big does when I walk in, just bet it all on me. Bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it, bet it all on me. Bet it all on me. Bet it all on me.
Halftime in the books here at the Smith Fitness Center. 46-25 the score. Army with the lead over Navy. Dan Hawkins, Joel Hines. Joel, a good start from Navy, but then the Army tanks rolled in, and great defense, some unexpected offense from Hope Brown, and before you know it, you're down 21.
Right. And to add on to that, their leading scorer, again, who scored 22 points yesterday, only had 2 in the first half. and it's a 46-25 game. Navy was in the locker room for a while. Hopefully, coach gave them a great speech, made some adjustments. We'll see what they do here. A good barometer would be maybe 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter to see where they are.
Hope Brown with 11 points in that first half to pace all scores in the contest for Army. As Hunter, a three-pointer right out the gate, and right underneath was Precious Williams. Can't get it to go, but third time's the charm. And Hunter, who had 8 points in the first half, is now in double figures.
Yeah, Navy came out in the zone, but in the zone, you have to be able to rebound the ball. And Army had an offensive rebound putback.
Coach Reader Brumfield told us at halftime, hey, I just need some basic fundamentals of basketball. And a call, and it's going to be a turnover for Navy.
And that was a great point. Sometimes that's what, all the time that's what it comes down to, the fundamentals of the game. Not necessarily all the time X's and O's, but dribbling, shooting, passing, not making mistakes, and just basketball IQ.
Both teams' original starting lineups on the floor. And De Oliveira draws the foul. Navy was in that 2-3 zone that you mentioned, Joel. And so De Oliveira will go to the free throw line. She's 0 for 2 from the charity stripe tonight. Army 43% though in the first half from the free throw lines. There's always things you can work on.
Right, that's about the only thing they didn't do well in the first half. They just seem a step quicker than Navy right now, going past their players, getting to the bucket, getting second chances. They have a pep in their step.
Second one on the way won't go. So some real struggles for Army from the free throw line, or this 48-25 score probably look a little worse.
Absolutely. Again, Navy just has to chip away here, get good shots, not turn the ball over, and just try to make a game out of it again.
Coach Brumfield told me, she's like, hey, we need to play with pride, and that was the message she had at halftime of the Air Force game, and Navy came out and played a great second half as that one is put on the way and down by Ariel Thomas.
Timely shot. Looks like, they got the message at halftime from Coach Broomfield, so let's see if they can build upon that.
7 points now for Ariel Thomas. Skip pass over to Precious Williams. Williams drives into traffic, throws it up. De Oliveira tried to grab it, but lost it out of bounds.
Army is finding the holes in the zone right now. Even though they didn't capitalize there, Williams had a great drive, but great defense. Better defense by Navy.
20-point lead for Army. They've led by as many as 24 in the contest. Kira Wood just inside the three-point arc and a foul. Tallman got tied up with Tatiana Wayne. And they are going to call Wayne for the foul. So Navy will inbound underneath their basket.
Great idea by Kira Wood, but, look for her to get aggressive here in the third quarter and in the second half to try to, bring her team back. She's a key player for her squad, so I think she's going to kind of ramp it up here.
Seems like Army's being a little more deliberate offensively here. And Williams can't get the shot to drop. Navy down with the rebound. Again, Myers and today Wilson for Navy both have 3 fouls in the game, something to bear watching. Kira Wood from the elbow takes the shot. Wayne down with the rebound, up ahead quickly, transition one-on-one, and Precious going to win that every time.
Absolutely. Again, under control, patient, on the break, that's just a great basketball play. Defense leading to offense.
4 points down the game for her as Kira Wood trying to get on track for Navy. They need her shooting. Hunter now gets her shot partially blocked by Nelm Shivers. Nice job by her. And here comes Navy. Ariel Thomas, heat check three. Tallman ended up getting tied up with Hunter. I don't think Tallman knew Hunter was right there.
Army tracks the ball. They go after the ball, whether it's a tie-up, a rebound, a loose ball. They go for the ball.
Kira Wood launches the three. Yes! Kira Wood. And that gives her 15 points in the game.
And they're going to need that. Again, you know, like I said, she's going to have to be aggressive for Navy to have a chance to get back in this game. And she's taken the great number of the last couple of shots for Navy.
A foul on Navy as Hope Brown's going to check into the lineup to replace McHenry here. That foul on Erica Tallman. That's going to be her third, so now 3 players in some foul trouble. That doesn't bode well for Navy, and they don't have a lot of size, so it just gets tougher. That rotation get a little tighter.
Yes, their rotation's getting tighter. They're in foul trouble, but Army has great depth. As you said, you know, Brown just came in, and anytime you can bring a Division I player off the bench, you have great depth.
D'Oliveira breathing a sigh of relief as she hits that first free throw. She's 1 of 5 from the line tonight. Make it 2 of 6.
Like you said, Dan, you know, the score could be, the margin could be greater if Army, you know, was hitting their free throws. But like I said, they capitalized there.
So some ball pressure from Precious Williams on Angela Myers. That's 2 old pros going after one another. It's kind of fun to watch.
Right, and way to defend without fouling. What Williams did there was turn her a couple of times, but, you know, Navy ends up with the bucket.
Nelm Shivers with 6 points. Long 3.
Neither team is shy from the three-point line. They will take open 3 shots.
Tatiana Wayne, NBA 3. Nelm Shivers with the rebound, and Ariel Thomas by herself working against Precious Williams, and she gives her a little body. Can't finish.
Navy might be a little bit winded. Like you said, she was by herself. One person fast break. You know, missed a shot.
Hope Brown doesn't miss. 14 points, 3rd triple of the night.
Army just keeps coming. Army just keeps coming. Like you said, sometimes a bad shot is like a turnover. It leads to great offense for the opponent.
22-point lead for Army. And a whistle. Wayne was on the floor. Ariana Henderson was in the area. A technical foul has been issued to Tatiana Wayne for unsportsmanlike conduct, and Coach Dilworth having a word with the official. Let's take a look again.
Yeah, she seemed like she was hustling over here in the officials. It might have been something that was said. We're not over there, but again, going after the ball, but we don't know what was quite said.
So it'll be Kira Wood at the free throw line here for Navy to take the technical. And she makes shot number 1. Just 2 of 8 for Navy at the free throw line in that first half, but 2 makes there for Kira Wood.
And that can get her going. Sometimes as a scorer, all you need to see is the ball going into the basket. She did that in the free throw line, so let's see how that translates in her offensive game.
Wood from 3, yes! You called it, Joel. Lead down to 17.
That was a great sideline out of bounds play. Wood was the inbounder. She passed the ball in and an elevator screen on the left wing for a 3-point shot. 5 points in the last couple of seconds for her.
Ray John Harris into the game and drops it in. That was a sweet looking shot.
It was. That a baseline jumper there. She is having a great game for Army right now.
9 points for Ray John, and Myers gets called for a traveling violation.
That was great help defense by Wayne. You know, extended herself, showed herself, and that might have thrown off the offensive player to force her to travel.
57-38 the score. Maybe in almost a 3-2 zone look now, as that one in and out for Brown. I feel like Brown wants to shoot it from everywhere in the gym.
Look, Navy is throwing the kitchen sink right now at Army. They're trying everything defensively. 3-2 zone, 2-3 zone. They have some players in foul trouble, so they're limited right now, but they're trying their best to, you know, stay in the game.
Timeout. 4:48 remaining here in the third quarter. All Army.
Hey, I'm going out of legend. When you hear my name, you gon' respect it, cause I did it every time that I said it. Boy, I'm going out of legend. I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to act like we ain't had it. They can't overlook the way we made it happen, so I'm going out of legend. That's why I'm going out of legend. Yeah, I'm going out of legend.
Hey, yo. Homie, if I don't get a blue face bill, I never kick it like a Luke Kane Hill. I'ma grind, no matter the repertoire. It's a true great skill. Never mattered.
Army 57, Navy 38. 4:48 to play here, third quarter at the Smith Fitness Center. Dan Hawkins, Joel Hines. Game number 3 of the second day of competition at the 2024 Armed Forces Basketball Championships. And Ray John Harris at the free throw line. And she makes the first free throw. Four for 5 from the free throw stripe in the game for Harris. And a 2 out of 2 on that trip. And it's back to a 21-point lead for Army. Wood at the elbow. And I think somebody might have got a finger on that one. And a nice effort there from Tatiana Wayne to throw it off the feet of Ariel Thomas. That's a veteran move right there.
It was savvy.
She knew she was in trouble. Bailed herself out. Ray John Harris calling for the ball. She wanted it. And an offensive foul. Jada Sheridan, the San Antonio, Texas native, ran right into Angela Myers.
Looks like Myers might have caught a bow to the face on the offensive foul. Hopefully she's okay.
She's tough. She's taking some hits. This Army team, the hits just keep coming.
They do.
Physical.
They're not backing down. They're the aggressor for sure.
Henderson checks out of the lineup. Nelm Shivers back in. And Myers does come over to get seen by the coach. You might have to come out of the game here for a second. So Coach Brumfield gonna have to go back to the bench, and Henderson thought she was getting a breather, has to jump back out there. A little pseudo pressure from Army at 3/4 court, but Sheridan comes up with the loose ball, turnover for Navy. And Tatiana Wayne finds Precious Williams on the perimeter, but the baseline drive sees the ball go out of bounds.
Army has some very talented guards in Wayne and Williams. They're just ballers, whether it's, coming down, leading the break, Euro steps, avoiding defenders, finding open players. They really can play.
Last touch by Williams. That should be Navy basketball. Nelm Shivers with the football pass. And Henderson in the front court. And she just lost the handle.
Looked like she got away with a double dribble there.
Yep. Turnover. Army a little sloppy on the last couple of possessions. Kira Wood from 3, in and out.
Again, Wood knows she has to be aggressive. She knows she's the catalyst for this team. If Navy's going to come back, it's going to start with her, as Wayne with the Euro and the lefty finish again.
Wayne now in double figures for the game. She's got 10 points. And Navy wants to call a timeout. We'll take it as well. 61-38. Army on top. Navy to inbound here, coming out of the timeout. 3:19 to play in this third quarter. 61-38 the score as Ariel Thomas puts one up for Navy, rebounded by Lindsey Scammon. And Scammon having a quietly good game, but Hunter on the baseline gets double teamed, did some trouble. Wayne bails her out and puts up the running floater. And Tatiana Wayne starting to get hot. She's got 12.
Great job by the post player there, not panicking when she was double teamed, facing the defense and finding her teammate opposite the floor for the bucket.
And Nelm Shivers has a collision with Wayne. Got to give it up for Tatiana Wayne. She finds herself in a lot of collisions.
She's very active. She's all over the place.
And Wayne is going to go down to the free throw line. 5 team fouls here on Navy. And so Wayne at the free throw line. These will be her first free throw attempts of the game. She had 8 points in the first half, and she makes the first free throw here. Wayne had 8 points, including 6 in the fourth quarter of yesterday's game against the Marines.
Army's on cruise control, and they have a lot of pieces. Any one of their players can, step up and, be the player of the game.
Ariel Thomas for 3, buried it. Oh, look, shooting the arrow.
Yeah, I don't know about the three-point celebration down 24, but I love it.
Army tries to answer, and it's Nelm Shivers down with the rebound. Coach Brumfield told me at halftime she's really happy with how Nelm Shivers played in that first half. 65-41, this match is the largest lead of the game for Army. Myers splits 2 defenders and a foul. And Sabria Hunter, the second lieutenant from Fort Carson, Colorado, picks up foul number 1 on the day for her. Hope Brown is going to check into the lineup, as well as Michaela Murray, a corporal out of Camp Humphreys, Korea. It's the first time that we've seen her this afternoon.
Myers did a great job there drawing the foul, stepping through 2 defenders, and for the shot attempt to get to the free throw line.
(42-65) now, 23-point lead for Army. 1 out of 2 in that trip for Myers. Wayne right there in traffic and delivers.
Second time is no accident. A Euro to the left hand, and she is a right-handed player. That's a big-time move by her.
Kanae Wilson gets the friendly roll. She has 6, 2 3-pointers in the game. And here comes Army, and how about that?
Off a made bucket. Again, who's in the middle of the action? None other than Wayne on the assist.
Red Mangum, specialist out of Fort Stewart, Georgia, gets her first bucket for Army. Clock will stop with 57.8.
Dan, I'll give you one guess who dove on the floor for that loose ball.
I only need one. Number 2. She's fun to watch.
She is. The whole team is fun to watch, but her especially, you know, being the floor general, the point guard, controlling the action.
Mangum leaves it for Wayne. Splits another couple of defenders. Hunter with the rebound, elbows, and an offensive foul. Saw that one coming.
Absolutely. You know, that was unquestionably an offensive foul. High elbow to the face. She's shaking her head, but that was a foul.
Hunter, the former Golden Knight from West Point, 82 career games at West Point for her. She's a first-team All-Patriot League performer as a senior in 2023-24. 13.5 points a game, 12.2 boards.
This Army team is talented. They have depth, they're skilled, they're experienced. They obviously have players who've been in some high-level games, and it's showing here today.
Murray with the steal. Mangum pass to Hunter, and she puts it up and in.
Made up for the offensive foul. Good play by her, you know, keeping the ball high, finishing high, and a good result.
12 points now for Hunter. And Army up by 27 points.
And Navy's wounded. They have players in foul trouble. They look a little fatigued. They're down.
And the 4-point opportunity as Michaela Murray fouled her. What a shot from Ariel Thomas.
Yeah, what a shot to follow up her last 3 where she did the 3-arrow celebration. Now she gets to go to the line for a potential 4-point play.
That was Michaela Murray who picks up the foul, and right away her coach said something to her. So Thomas at the free throw line. She had 4 points in the first half. She's got 9 in the second. She misses the free throw. And at the buzzer, falls a little short, but Army 72, Navy 48, head to the fourth.
I can't take no breaks. Every game I'm never going in my A. Putting numbers on the board when I play. Lift the trophy in the air, I can't wait. This time I'm all in. Yeah, I'm all in. This time I'm all in. Yeah, I'm all in. This time I'm all in.
Y'all walk with the big thing, been had the big face, shine with the big screen, been had the juice. Body gon' fill up the coupe, back 10 low without the roof, might send out the truth. Dugging like Mac, make lung over Shaq, going crazy, no whipping my holly got hoops. Watch how I snap in they neck, they so I don't need to respect, move, I act the fool. It's ludicrous, watch how I'm coming to your hate league team in a month. See, got shooters, big time rolling up, but bodies can't hit a new rack, John got it, they got in my shoes. All state, get some insurance, running with a OG, get endurance, better control your breathing. back in the back full of matches. I'm hot as a fever. Already veteran, huh? I don't gotta ask, they gon' let us in, get on my leg. Spinning like a tank on E, hopping out, running down, no feet.
Start of the fourth quarter. Dan Hawkins, Joel Hines with you. It has been an Army kind of evening as the Army has been rolling along. And it's 72-48. 27 points, the largest lead in this game for Army. That was late in that third quarter. Tatiana Wayne with 16 points, 8 here in the second half as that shot partially blocked by Hunter. And here comes Army on the move. Hope Brown. And Brown, who's got 14 points, missed that shot. McHenry down to the baseline for Precious Williams. And it's Janae Wilson coming down with the rebound, but she throws it away. So what do you think Coach Bromfield and Davey wants to see in this last 10 minutes?
I think she just doesn't want to see her team give up. You know, continue the fight, continue to play good basketball. But again, it's a long week. You're building on, you know, the next couple of games. So, I mean, whatever lessons, you know, they learned here in the fourth quarter, they can, you know, carry it over to the rest of the week.
Angela Myers on the baseline. Tries to pick up the basketball, but she lost it. Navy led by the 20 points of Kira Wood. 13 points for Ariel Thomas. Army, though, pretty balanced, scoring 4 in double figures.
Absolutely. I mean, again, you hit the nail on the head with the two Navy players, but Army has, excuse my pun, an army of players. And as you see the high-low there, they didn't convert, but they have numerous players who can get it done.
There's a steal from Hope Brown. Precious Williams trying to be patient. Down to the baseline, and Tallman knocks it away. And that's kind of that heart and pride that Coach Bromfield talked about at halftime that she wanted to see these Navy ladies fighting all the way.
Absolutely. They're not giving up at all. Even though they're sitting back in the zone, they're getting deflections. They're still defending, contesting shots, and draw a charge.
Nice job by Ariel Thomas, and McHenry is whistled for the foul. That's going to be her second, team's first here in the fourth quarter as you get a shot there of Sarita Brumfield, former Michigan State Spartan, #1 round draft pick of the Detroit Shock back in the 2003 WNBA draft. A lot of experience, all Coast Guard players. You mentioned Joel. She knows what she's talking about.
Absolutely. Big Ten player, WNBA pedigree, great basketball resume she has.
And humble, too. Thomas misses the shot. And a turnover. And a little bit sloppy there for Army. You know, and that's what can happen when you're up 24 sometimes.
That's one of the few times we've seen that. Again, they've been clicking on all cylinders. Just a little fell asleep there, but I don't expect that to continue the way they've been playing.
Thomas from 18. Murray down with the rebound. So Coach Dilworth trying to give a couple players an opportunity here. This is the time, right? As Hunter now, and a foul and a traveling violation. So last 3 possessions, 3 turnovers for Army.
Again, don't want to get sloppy now. You know, sometimes you get complacent when you have a big lead, but you still want to finish strong.
Danae Wilson, speaking of trying to finish strong, goes hard to the cup, and she's fouled by Hunter. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Hunter. Kaylee Springer back into the lineup for Navy. We haven't even talked about it, but Danny Reinwald, an ensign out of Naval Base Kitsap, Washington, was supposed to be a huge post player for this Navy squad, but she hurt herself right at the tail end of camp.
And that's unfortunate for them because they could really use her size. See, she's 6 foot tall. They could really use her in this matchup against Army.
Just an unfortunate turn of events as Wilson hits both free throws. She's got 8 in the game. It's a 22-point lead for Army. And a turnover. This Navy squad, Joel, has to play the Marines tomorrow. That should be a pretty equal matchup as there's a long 3-ball on the way for McHenry.
Yes, you know, both teams looking for their first win, so should be, like you said, even matchup between the Marines and Navy tomorrow. Sister services.
And then you got, of course, Army Air Force in the women's matchup. That's going to be a good one, too.
It is. Both teams are very talented. Not to get ahead of ourselves, but we might be looking at a preview of the championship match, even though it's early in the week.
How about Thomas with another bucket? She's got 15 in the game. Brown underneath, and she's going to get fouled by Thomas. So Hope Brown will find herself at the free throw line.
You know, Army has great offensive rhythm. They're patient. They don't force a lot of passes. They let their offense develop. They look for their post players below. They look for cutters. It's a great offensive display.
1 for 2 at the charity stripe for Hope Brown tonight. She's got 14 points. Her career high was 23 points against Colgate as a sophomore.
Wow. I mean,
at West Point.
She's gotten her 14 points within the flow of the action. Seems like a quiet 14 points.
Kaylee Springer looked like she was in trouble, didn't know what to do. Turnover. (76-52). 6.5 to play here at the Smith Fitness Center. McHenry could have got called for an offensive foul, but she ends up turning over the basketball. Navy in transition. Kira Wood for 3. No. And Brown out quickly. Army continuing to run and gun here. Precious Williams for 3. Yes!
And Dan, that was a great secondary break. Army obviously has multiple ball handlers that are capable of bringing the ball up the floor. What Brown did there was hit the trail. They swung it to the left wing, and a rhythm 3 by Williams.
Gorgeous looking shot. 79-52 now in favor of the team in black. And this Army defense still swarming.
Right, Navy has to be strong with the ball against this aggressive defense. Can't be on your heels. Just be strong with the ball, possess the ball, triple threat, rip through, and, you know, and not be loose with it.
Scammon and Wayne are going to come back into the lineup along with Ray John Harris. April Kane Toledo for Navy coming in to replace Danae Wilson. With 5:40 to play.
I must say, I'm pretty shocked that Wayne and Williams were still in the game, you know, up 27 points with, you know, having to play every day. It's a great time for them to maybe get some rest.
An offensive foul against McHenry. She's doing the Statue of Liberty pose there, but the foul called on Wayne. You just get the sense that Precious Williams and Wayne, they're just in the best way possible here. Gym rats, they don't want to come out of the game.
Hey, I mean, I see why the coach doesn't want to take them out the game. They control the game as guards. Great ball pressure defensively as Wayne is doing here.
Oh, Wood got away with a push off there, but missed wide on the shot.
I think the refs thought that was a flop. It might have been a flop. There were some theatrics after that.
Ray John Harris missed, but Wayne with the putback attempt and Williams with the putback attempt. So 0 for 3 on that stretch for Army as the clock has wound under 5 to play here. Army-Navy men coming up next. Toledo off the glass, too strong. Scammon doing some serious work on them boards.
Call her the chairwoman of the boards.
You look at her there, she hustling there, she's got another one.
Army chases loose balls. They're ball hawkers. They rebound the basketball.
That's about 7 opportunities for Army. So, and there's going to be a foul. And that is going to be the 4th foul on Angela Myers. So she's played a long time with those 3 fouls. She finally picks up foul number 4. And Erica Tallman checks in the lineup, but she's not replacing Myers. She's replacing Kaylee Springer.
That's very disciplined on her part to be in foul trouble and not pick up a foul until now. But on the flip side, Army's post players are dominating the interior.
And a moving screen, I believe, called on Ray-John Harris.
Yeah, as an offensive player, anytime your teammate's setting a screen, you have to kind of let them set the screen, you know, before you make your move.
Navy with possession of the basketball, down 27. Playing for pride right here as Ariel Thomas puts up the shot. And scamming again.
Windex, she's cleaning up the glass, Dan.
Out of bounds. And it'll stay with Army here. Precious Williams kicks it over. McHenry thought about a 3, gives it to Hope Brown. And McHenry there to put it back in.
And you know what, Dan? She was just rewarded. She had a chance to shoot that from the top, turned it down, passed it to her teammate. Then she crashed the offensive board and got it to herself.
12 points for McHenry. That's 5 Army players, Joel, in double figures.
Very balanced effort. And Lindsay Scammon again on the boards.
Precious Williams for 3. She nailed it. And, oh, I'm sorry. That's another player in double figures. She's got 10.
Dan, this is a great offensive display, a balanced offensive display. Again, if Air Force is scouting Army right now, they'll have a lot to prepare for, excuse me.
Absolutely. And it should be a great matchup. And I highly encourage you to get out here to the Smith Fitness Center, even though it's a noon tip, because that's going to be a good one.
It'll be a great segue into your NFL football Sunday if that's your plan. But come out and see Army and Air Force play. It'll be a great display of women's basketball.
84-52. Late stages of this one, and an offensive foul called against McHenry. And the coaching staff very happy with April Toledo on that one.
And that's the level of pride that coach wants to see. Your team is down, 30-plus points, but you're still in there, sticking your nose into it, taking charges, defending, being active. That's that no-quit, pride that she was looking for.
Tallman working against Ray-John Harris. Try to reverse layup, and Harris just a little too strong. And here comes Army. Scammon again, and she's going to earn a trip to the free throw line. Why not? She deserves it.
She does. In the first half, it was Harris on the boards and dominating. Now it seems like it's Scammon's turn. I mean, she's absolutely stepped up in this second half.
Scammon, a first lieutenant out of Fort Liberty, North Carolina. Both of her parents, retired Marines.
How about that?
Stationed at 29 Palms, California. Or excuse me, she's from 29 Palms, California, which makes sense if her parents are retired Marines, as she does make the free throw. 78 career games for the Golden Knights at West Point for Lindsay Scammon. 1 out of 2 on that trip. Scammon averaged 5.1 boards a game at West Point. In and out, Ray-John Harris, though, with the follow.
I see why she averaged 5.1 boards. She's putting a massive display here today.
13 points now for Ray-John Harris. As Danae Wilson tries a three. And Wayne running and gunning. Tallman got a piece of it. Scammon, though, finds Ray-John Harris.
Great pass by Scammon. Scammon got the ball, didn't hold it, immediately looked for her teammate below, and she finished.
The shot for Navy. And De Oliveira gets her first field goal of the game. She's got 4 points. And the clock winds under a minute to play here, and a foul. And Wayne is going to get whistled for the foul on Kira Wood.
Army just makes great basketball plays. It's evident in that last jump shot. Caught on the left wing, didn't rush, just pulled up, one dribble pull up, didn't force the action on the inside. That's great basketball IQ, great execution.
Kira Wood with 20 points. Make it 21 points, make it 22 points. Malaysia McHenry.
Another rhythm shot within the flow of the action, often made bucket, coming down in his secondary break, finding the open player and nailing the jump shot.
Toledo and an offensive foul. So the 4'11 April Toledo against the 5'4 Tatiana Wayne, and Wayne wins the battle there.
Yeah, on one end, like again, where it seems like it's easy and it's rhythmic, it's with the flow of the game. Navy's having a tough time, you know, well, they had a tough time this game, you know, getting going offensively. But Army had a lot to do with that, with their defensive prowess.
39-point lead for Army, and a foul. I'm not sure who they called it on. And whoever it was, it's their 5th foul. So I'm not quite sure what was going on there. Okay, that's on Toledo. That's her 2nd, and it's Wayne at the free throw line. 17 points in the game for Wayne. But it's just so much more than points.
Absolutely, you hit the nail right on the head. The game is so much more than that, and she does a lot of little things well.
Make it 18. And look at that, Army full court pressing with 30+ seconds left.
That's a surprise there, Dan. Usually, sometimes you'll see a coach retreat when they have this large of a lead, but Army's keeping up the pressure.
It's a 41-point advantage right now. Toledo, 9 on the shot clock. And Toledo going all the way to the bucket, can't get it to go. And Army, with 7 seconds left, throws it away. This was fun, my friend.
It absolutely was. I appreciate it. This was a fun game to watch. Army, they're very, very impressive. And they finished the game out there with a steal and a score.
97-54 the final score. And Army rolling on. They're 2-0 for Navy. Tough task. They fall to 0-2. They'll take on the Marines tomorrow. Army Air Force tomorrow. So that should be a good matchup. That'll be at noon right here at the Fitness Center. The men are coming up for my partner, Joel Hines, and our entire second audio-visual squadron crew. I'm Dan Hawkins. See you in about 30.